Good morning. Once again, coming to you live from the driver's seat. And today is Thursday. And it is Too Real Thursday. But before we get started, I want to apologize because I have not been on here regularly. I've been slack. I'm not going to make any excuses. I'm just going to tell the truth. I have not been as focused as I need to be. And I will be focused going forward. So please accept my apologies before we go forward. But with that being said, let's go to work. Now it's the holidays. And I've seen a lot of back and forth. Jesus the reason for the season. We need to boycott the holidays. Down with Santa Claus. It's too commercial. It's all of these things. But I think in the midst of all of that, sometimes we get confused. Not confused about the season, not confused about any of that stuff, but confused about the fact that people actually care what we say. Don't nobody care what you say. Unless, A, they know that you care, and B, they know that you are actually out there doing something yourself. What do I mean? I mean, it is real hard to convince me you have a great relationship with the Most High God and you are His representative if you don't have a great relationship with your kids. If you don't have a great relationship with your spouse. If you don't have a great relationship with your friends. If you do not have a great employer-employee relationship, whichever side of that coin you fall on. If you aren't serving in your everyday life, how are you going to convince me you are serving of the Most High God? Let's just be 100, man. I'm not going to listen to someone about something if I see that they don't know what they're talking about. You can't tell me that you great on Sunday and then it turns off and on Monday you weak and you whack again. You can't say that you all in on Sunday, but you're not all in on Monday. How does that work? Now, you want to rock the jersey and the cross and the fish and all these other things. That comes with a responsibility. That means that you have to be on point so that you could be the light, so that you could be the salt, so that you could be the person that people follow. But if you are not the priest in your home, if you are not the go-to guy in your community, if you are not that guy that's out there loving on other folks, why am I going to listen to you? It just makes absolutely no sense to follow somebody who is not following Christ. Now, it makes sense to me if you make sense in my eye, and that's not talking about faith. That's talking about you. Now, it's different to say something that I believe in that I can't see concerning my own vision. But when I'm looking at you, I need to see the fruit that you bear. Just keep it in 100. You can't tell me how to do my job and you don't do yours right. That's what we would say if we were at work. So before we start talking about no Christmas and boycotting Christmas and Jesus is the reason for the season, and we start putting on these jerseys and jumping up and down at watch meetings, we need to watch ourselves. Do we keep our word? No. Recently, I did something and it was kind of like, wow, I didn't think I was that person. But it takes other people some time to hold a mirror up to you and say, hey, you are a little bit full of yourself sometimes. Sometimes you do need to come down off the stage and be SaDon, that you're not always right. And I'm okay with that. Because the person that loves you will correct you. But if you love that person, you'll listen. Make sense? You'll hear him out. You'll take that into consideration. You'll go to God with it. You'll ask other people so that you can get it right. See, the goal is not to appear right. The goal is to be right. The goal is not to look like a Christian. The goal is to be Christ-like. It's not about the jerseys. It's not about the titles. It's about the work. So if you want to convince me that you have a great relationship with the Most High God and you are a representative of Him, Treat your wife better. Treat your kids better. Get to work on time. Turn your work in on time. Take somebody to the store. Get a homeless man $5. Let him get a meal. It's the holidays. He want to eat too. It's cold outside. Get some coats away. Do something. Please do something other than talk. Because nobody wants a conversation when they need a burger. Let's be real. And I can't see God in you if you see people falling and you ain't picking them up. That's why some of these things that you're trying to get started are failing. Because you're not really true to it. You're not really representing it right. Because you chasing the stuff. You ain't working for the Most High God. You out here trying to get cars and gifts and adoration and applause. But nobody's following you, man. Why? Because you're not true to it. Because they can see your heart is not in it. You know, they can see that this is a hobby, that this is not your life, this is not your vocation, this is not your calling. You know, I've heard somebody say that it's a lifestyle. Heard other people say that it's a relationship. But in order for those things to bear fruit, the person in those relationships has to do the work. In the words of Common, relationship is effort and I will match your work. That is where we're at, man. Time out for the talk, because talking don't bear fruit. We can talk about being motivated all day, but execution is what we need. We need actual, in this time, people who will actually take the head off the giant. We need people in this time who will actually pull out their wallets, put $1 down. We need people who will actually do something other than wave their hands like this is some kind of pep rally. Don't want no more pep rallies. Don't need no more cheerleaders. We need some people who actually go out there and put some points on the board. It's too real, but it ain't too late. It's Thursday, and like I always say, those who have been given dominion were born to dominate. So until the next time you see me, have a great day and show somebody some love today. Show them the God in you today. Just get started.